Hi, I'm Arabia, and I got invited to Throwbacks to share my story. All right, so I'm just gonna talk about that one time I dropped out of college. It was my fall of 2015. This was the first semester of my junior year. So I was about to be halfway done. I was taking 4 classes. 2 of them I had failed the year before, so I couldn't fail those. I was good with those. And then I took 2 more. I took sign language and religious studies. And my religious studies class, I ended up dropping that because they was having us do too much. We had to go to a mosque, we had to go to a Catholic church, we had to go to a Jew. It was a lot. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this. So I dropped that class, and I was trying to hang on to my sign language class, but this one day I was getting my hair done by my best friend, and we always take a long time when we're doing my hair, and I had a test that day, and basically I didn't stop getting my hair done to take the test because I was like, I can't go to the test half raggedy. So I just got my hair done, missed the test, and I was like, okay, I missed the test, but this isn't bad. I can fix it. So I asked my instructor, I was like, hey, on the way to the test, I caught a flat tire. I got, stopped on the side. I had to wait for help. That's why I missed the test. So can I, make the test up? And she was like, no. And I was just like, but I had a flat tire. This was a lie, but I'm like, she doesn't know it's a lie. She really told me no. So I'm like, yo, I emailed her, I called her. I'm just like, please, just let me retake the test. She's like, no, if you miss a test, you're supposed to let me know ahead of time. I'm like, how can I let you know ahead of time if I got a flat tire? I'm really just stretching the lie. But basically, I couldn't retake my test, so I just remember being in my car in the parking lot, just crying. I was just at that point, I was just like, wow, it's over, I'm done. So I didn't decide to drop out at that moment. Finals were starting to happen, and I had already stopped going to class way before that because I had already failed. When she didn't let me retake the test, it was that's it. I couldn't make anything up. My grade was really low. So I had 2 online classes. I just stopped coming to campus. I was living at home, so I was commuting. I stopped commuting. People would be like, oh, are you doing finals? I'd be like, no, I'm done. I'm already done with that. So Christmas break came. That was starting to end, and people are like, oh, are you going to sign up for classes? And I'm just like, no, I haven't done it yet. I'm going to get to it. I haven't done it yet. But I just, I didn't have, I didn't prioritize it at all. I didn't have really any intentions on signing up for classes or anything. At that point, I was just kind of I was defeated. So school started. I still didn't sign up for classes, and when school started, I was just like, okay, I'm not going to go back. I'm done. I'm not going to try to sign up or do late registration or anything. I'm just going to step away because I was really trying. It's when something's falling apart and you're really just trying to salvage it, but it's just getting really ugly, and that's how it was for me. So like I said, I was living at home. School had already started before I told my dad that I wasn't going back to school. I was kind of scared, but I was like, he said he loved me unconditionally, so I'm gonna test it. Do you really love me? Okay, I'm not going to school. So my dad was really supportive. My dad is actually very supportive in everything I do, and I didn't know that until I started, taking all these lefts and deterring from the path. He wasn't really on my head. He wasn't on me hard. He was just it's your life. You have to figure out what you're going to do for yourself. And I can't lie. I'd like to think that I don't need people's approval, but I think everybody would like their parents' approval. So to have my dad's support is it really makes it easy for me to go out and do me in the world and, be who I want to be. So with really deciding to leave U of H, it just taught me that, I'm always gonna be arrested by a fear of something if I don't actually engage that fear. It was like before, I'm kind of like, if I drop out, what are people gonna think about me? They're gonna think I'm a lowlife. My dad's gonna be upset. I'm gonna be homeless and die. But I just, I got to a point where it was like I couldn't force myself. So I think I had to do it for myself, and when I did, I survived. I kept going, and it just taught me I can exist outside of those boundaries that fear kept me in. And it was a huge step for me. It kind of showed me I can do anything. I can survive. It doesn't matter how the circumstances change. It doesn't matter if things are going good and they aren't anymore. I'm a fluid being, so I can always adjust. I can always adapt, and I'm always going to be okay. And that was pretty cool for me to learn. And now it's I'm scared of things day to day, but 9 times out of 10, my worst fears aren't coming true. So, just not staying in a mindset that is irrational, that keeps me from elevating or reaching my goals because the fear is not really there. So, I try to think about something I heard from this Erykah Badu song. She said that all of our emotions either branch from love or fear. So I'm thinking is it love or is it fear? If it's doubt, it's not love. If it's jealousy, it's not love. If it's hesitantness, it's not love. I feel so that's kind of how I guide myself, and I'm asking myself, what is it about this thing coming to pass that I'm afraid of? And if it's fear, then that really motivates me to go ahead and take it on and go for it, because at that point, I feel it's either my growth and my fulfillment or me being scared and staying in one place. If you're at home and you don't step outside your front door because you're afraid, you're never going to get all the things that are coming to you. So, yeah, that's it. No fear.